Welcome back, everyone. So today we have a little bit of stuff to do around the shop. We have been waiting for quite some time for some parts, and unfortunately those parts have not come in yet. So we're gonna do some other stuff to kind of keep the ball rolling, because obviously we know you guys want content, and well, nobody can really control parts and how long parts are taking to get here. So we gotta do a little bit of paintwork on some stuff. We gotta do some moving around. I wanna move everything around in the shop today, basically. The car behind me, the 65 Galaxy, I actually haven't even started or been in the car since last September. It's almost March. I haven't started the car, I haven't done anything with it because we've been working on these other two cars, the 64 Galaxy and the Mustang. So we're gonna start it up, we're gonna clean all the stuff up, and we're gonna do a little bit of paint work. Because when we were testing this carburetor to see why it wasn't working right, some of the gas blew out of the carburetor and landed on the overflow tank and destroyed the paint job on the overflow tank. So what I'm gonna do is, I've already scuffed this up last night. We're gonna give it a fresh coat of gold paint to match the valve covers. And then we're gonna show you guys also the new merch collection, so you guys can pick up your own merch whatever you want. So to start off, I'm gonna be using the Dupli-Color Engine Enamel Gold, which is good for high heat parts like this overflow tank. And that's what I actually had it originally painted with anyways. So we're just gonna match that to that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this a little bit of heat from this MAPP gas, just to heat up the casing so that it's warm when the paint hits it. I also wanna give a shout out to Tom's Refurb YouTube channel, because that's where I learned that from. So light it, and real quick, we're just gonna heat it up. Let's get our paint on there. And I know you guys obviously can't smell it through the camera, but it smells like burning plastic in here right now. So this is a fresh can, and we're just gonna do as light a coats as we can, because I really don't want to mess with all the rest of the stuff. Like I said, this is like a very haggard tape job. So we waited for a few minutes here. It's already setting up, so we're gonna give it the final coat of paint, just like this. Just like that. All right, everyone, we got everything set up to move these cars. So we're gonna move the Galaxy first, and then we're gonna move the Mustang. And like I said, the Galaxy is being a little bit of a pain right now with the choke not working properly. So we're gonna see how hard it is to start. We're gonna see how hard it is to actually start this thing right now. It is being rumpy. There we go. So it's running. It's very cold, so we're just gonna try and run it because I don't want the garage filling up with exhaust fumes. So let's see what it'll do here. It didn't like that. It did not like that apparently, so let's try it again here. Let's just keep the revs up and hopefully this works. It's moving. That's promising. We're moving. Ooh, it sounds rough. It's not. Come on, run. It's definitely running really rough. Hopefully the new car fixes that. Now, we'll leave this one running for a bit here to let it warm up, and then we're gonna move the Mustang. And the Mustang should move substantially easier because the choke actually works on this car phenomenally well. All right, let's try and see what this one will do. Like I said, this one's usually about 3 kicks. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Oh, that didn't sound good at all. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna let this car run for a couple minutes, because obviously we just see that it did not start at all well. So we'll let it run and warm up for a second. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna multitask this. Give it a little bit of pumps. It's obviously not warmed up yet, but it's gonna have to do. So, ooh, it wants to go. This is always a tight process, right? Of trying to get everything out of here and not wreck things. And especially the two-wheel drive car, they tend to spin out. Now, let's get the Galaxy moved back in, and then we'll move the Mustang back in. Seems to be running a lot better now, obviously. It should be warmed up. Now, oh yeah, look at that, the temp gauge. Yeah, definitely warmed up. Sounds good now. All right, let's get this thing into here. Sometimes what I do is I kick the door open here, just so I can see behind me. Obviously, we got a car right there, so we gotta kind of be a little careful about that and try not to spin out, try not to whack a door or anything like that. And then try and also back into the garage. As people comment in my videos and said, they're very close to each other. Yes, they are. It's a two-car garage with 3 cars in it. Pretty close. But we're gonna try and back this in without messing anything up. This is gonna be tight. It's gonna be really tight. And obviously, the other car is right behind me, so I don't really particularly want to hit that. We can now open this car freely, and we have a couple inches behind here. So now that I've shut the Galaxy off, we're gonna close this door here. And I always kill the batteries on all these cars because they sit for so long. Our little handy dandy battery disconnects. Disconnect that a little bit. Now, let's get that guy into here. Ooh, there we go. See, the choke in this car just holds on for a very long time. So that's why I'm contemplating putting an Edelbrock in this one as well, to see if that works better, because I get a lot of good reviews from them. And last time as I was spinning it around here, I put it right into that snowbank over there and buried it and got the front end all hooked up, and actually had to get the truck to come get me out. And actually ended up taking about 2 or 3 hours that day to pull this thing out, so let's not do that again. There we go. Now, we just gotta make sure we don't hit anything, just like the other one, and then we're just fine. This one at least has a mirror that actually somewhat works, so I can see what I'm doing, rather than the other one where the mirror really doesn't do anything on it. So far good. There we go. Rear wheels are on the pavement, so that's good. And we are in the garage. Lovely. All right, so back here, obviously lots of room. More than enough room to swing that door open and not hit the back end of this car. So that's great. And the fronts pretty well line up. And that should give us ample amount of room to work on them. So I'm happy with that. Now let's go shut this car off. Just like that. And obviously, just like we did the other side, we'll disconnect the battery as well. Now these disconnects are like Canadian Tire or Napa for like $10. You can't go wrong with these things. They save so much trouble over the winter. And we'll leave the hood open. Damn, that looks so good on those cars. Like, you can't tell me those two front ends don't look iconic. And now we get to cold start this thing. The battery should be fully charged on this, but let's take the wrap off, and then let's get in this car and let's even see if it has anything to it. And I know you guys have never seen actually what engine's in this unless you've been to the car shows, but this is like a factory bone stock 352. That's what's in this car. This is a matching numbers car. This car was restored back to factory specs. So as you see, this is a bone stock engine. There's literally, for aftermarket stuff on this car, is like the wheels. And that's pretty well it. Oh, and I guess this overflow tank. So now we're gonna see if this thing will actually start or not. We're also gonna give this thing, we'll put the keys in ignition here. And we're also gonna give this 3 pumps, and we're gonna see if it starts or not. I actually really hope it does, because that would be awesome. 1, 2, 3. Might need a couple more. Couple more apparently. Look at that. Oh, I love this car. Took a few pumps to get it, but fired right up. Like, I love this car. This car is such a good running car and requires like no maintenance. It's great. Now look at that. Sitting 8 months, starts up, runs great. All right, so we've had it running for about 15 minutes now on high idle with the choke on. Now let's see what it does when the choke's off. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We have a problem. Let me show you. Remember when I said this car is complete and it shouldn't need anything else? Well, it does. You look down there, there's a drip forming. You can see it better from here. That would be the water pump, which is hilarious because I literally just said this car is done and shouldn't need anything else. And the water pump sprung a leak. What do? Old car things, right? Now that it's run for a little while, let's shut her down. Turn her key off. Try it again. Damn, this thing it just runs so well. And you can tell it's a good car because look at that click. I had a lot of people ask me, what do I like, how big is the shop that I work in? And well, like I said, you can see it. It's a 2-car garage. I just got everything jam-packed into it as tight as I can fit it because that's all I got to work with right now. And one more thing before we end the video, we officially have local merch for the channel. Now, obviously you guys would, if you guys follow my YouTube channel, you would know that we have the online store. But now, if you're in the area of Yellowhead County, Alberta, Canada, I have local merch now. If you guys are looking for stickers, we got lots of stickers. We got 3-inch, we got 6-inch. We've got hats, black and gray, universal size. We've got lots of t-shirts, everything from small to XXL. Same with the hoodies. We're a little low in stock right now because they've been selling off so fast. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Like I said, I know this is more of a shop style video, just kind of a mess around day, but I want to get a video out to you guys because I know we've been waiting so long for stuff to come in, and unfortunately that's just the way the world works right now. So this is all I could do until I have those, and then you'll see much more. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you like what we're doing here, because that helps this channel out a lot, and I really want to continue to share these cars with you guys. I know every year I get people in them, taking pictures with them. I'd like to just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger and more, so everyone's help really contributes to it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.